Hello everyone and welcome back to GilBroZ Gaming. I'm Broeven and this is Jurassic World Evolution. Now, I have played this on the PlayStation 4 and it is phenomenal, but now I purchased it on the PC. We're going to give it a complete run through before the next one comes out, which I will be getting, but might have to wait for it to drop on price a little bit. Now, I am a big fan of Jurassic World, Jurassic Parks, all of it. I love it. It's my favourite. All the movie posters, everything, you name it. I want it or got it. So, let's continue. So, we're going to start a brand spanking new game. Like I said, I have played this before, but we're going all the way through this. Be sure to check out all the other content that we've got going on at the moment as well.
May I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me.
Real voiceovers as well.
You should have heard of me, especially now that you're here.
New one looks
before you
brilliant
are the
as well.
That you need to manage, if you can.
Yes, we will.
5 deaths.
Cinco Montes.
If only there had been 5.
Right. God, listen to her. Every time
Okay, this is as good a
that
place
music
as
comes on.
Begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should. Just diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
Every time that music comes on, whatever, on the radio, it's got me. Sorry, nerd alert. Big JP fan. Alright, so let's find out the controls, because they are a little bit different.
I'm Cabot Finch, Public Relations and Crisis Management, and I'm here to help you. You'll start by
that's
building
easy.
a Hammond Creation Lab.
Graphics are a lot better. Right,
We've
Hammond
already started on an
Creation.
enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side, but watch out for dinosaurs. Ah, just kidding.
Okay, so this, the Creation Lab,
Let's
is
focus on what you're here to
where
do,
the dinosaurs
which
come from.
is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the 5 Deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes.
There's Cinco
Because
Montes.
Spanish is the lingo of choice around here.
It is. Right, so everything we build, we're going to need paths to. It will stay.
To the pre-existing network of paths and the power grid.
And there is a way of curving it. Let's see if we can find out how that is done. Don't know what that does. There is a way of curving it, but for now we're going to keep it straight.
Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the Creation Lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
Right, so we've clicked on the Creation Lab, and these are 2 slots for what we can make in each slot. We can unlock more later on with upgrades. Go ahead and incubate a dinosaur. We're going to do a Struthiomimus, which is just a normal one. Lifespan 40. Which ain't too bad. Attack 3, they're not really known for attacking. And defense 0, so they would get absolutely desecrated against anything. But let's create 2, because they like to be in packs. You've got to keep an eye on all this as well.
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch. Yes, the last time. There's always a last time.
Look
and the
at
next.
this. Graphics are lovely compared to the... Well, the PlayStation was great as well, to be honest. How do I pan up and... Aha! Mouse button 3. Hold it in. Oh. We've got 2 ready to release. Here they come.
Life. It begins. The most precious moment. The result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors,
Going
genetic
straight for the water.
mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all
Beautiful.
leading to a living, breathing,
Let's let out a number 2,
thinking
and I'll show you why.
entity.
If we click on this, can we
unique.
click on it?
And now we, you,
Maybe after he's
just
talking.
manufacture them. So, well done,
Let's release that
I
one.
guess.
And I'll show you what I mean. We've got to make sure these dinos are happy.
The Hammond Foundation has 3 main areas of interest: security, entertainment, and science.
And also got to keep
I've
them
already
happy.
nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
Right, so at first, doesn't matter because we can do all contracts anyway, but I think entertainment contract would be quite interesting. I know security's good as well.
Ryzen, I've been hearing good things about you. I'm in charge of the entertainment division. What good is the world's greatest show if no one sees it? Don't answer. It's rhetorical and painfully obvious. What I'm saying is that we need people in our parks.
Yes.
Fill up our facilities with warm bodies. Numbers bring revenue, excitement, and opportunities.
Right, so we got to build and connect.
Contracts can be requested from the
God, there's a
division
lot of
heads
talking. I
inside
forgot
the
how much
control
there was.
Complete these to increase
Right.
your reputation
Expedition
and
Center.
gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park.
It won't really let us do anything until we do this. So, how do we rotate? How do we do it? Oh, it's down the bottom there. Z and X. Right, there we go. We're going to plonk it right here
So one more
because we've
thing.
got the
Your
substation
reputation,
right there,
your rep, quote unquote.
and it's straight on the
Keep an eye on
path,
it, okay?
so we haven't got to add
If
nothing.
you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially,
Let me launch my second
but
dino.
like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is
Oh,
vying
look.
for your attention.
He's not dead, is he?
And if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally.
I think he's just sleeping. I hope he's just sleeping, because he's probably just lonely. Come on, let me... Ah, right.
The entertainment
Let's
division
release
is
this
taking notice of
dinosaur,
your success.
and let me
As
show
your
you.
reputation increases with them, so too does the opportunity
I think we had to double click
tackle
that
more
anyway.
challenging missions.
Right, so double click, and then we can show the dinosaur statistics with R. Now, at the moment, they're really happy. They've got no food, so we need to get them some food. Bump that up a little bit. On here, it will tell you all about the dinosaur, what they need, if they're like part of packs or population is quite good for this. So you could have quite a few of those. And they like the surroundings that we put them into. Not too wet. Not all forestry, they're like open grounds. So this one's happy, he's got a friend now. They could have survived on one, but the social side as well, got to keep that good. So they've got to be of the same like genome or dinosaur to keep their social side up. So at the moment, he's happy, and we've got a transmission incoming.
Hey,
We're
Ryzen,
going to do
how you
this.
doing? I got some cool stuff.
Acquire
for you.
50%
So
genome
I'm putting it out
for
there.
the...
Come on and help the winning team. Mine.
Oh, we get a Dracorex for it as well. Now, some of the names I am not going to get right. I am not a massive dinosaur nerd. I am a Jurassic Park nerd.
I am all about the show. These dinosaurs, we have one unlike any other on the planet.
Okay,
Theme parks rely on drawing people in. And what is more attractive
let's
than
get
new dinosaurs?
started. Right.
Me.
Firstly, we need food in our
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is let's get some fresh dinos
bitty
in the
botty.
hopper.
So we're going to go in enclosures, and we're going to go to the feeders. Now, they might have added... Oh, they have. They've added fish. I heard there was a new thing that they added. But these ones, I think that's tall vegetation for, like, brontosauruses and all that, diplodocus. And you've got the meat, obviously the live meat, and now the fish. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to put one of these down quite close to our gate, because I like to have a little spectators bit, which we are going to build. At the moment, our park is not really functioning properly. because we have
An
nothing.
expedition center will allow you to send dig teams around the world in search of new dino fossils. DNA can be extracted from these fossils, which our scientists can then turn into living, breathing dinosaurs. And that's our true lifeblood.
Right, we're good. So we're going to view the expedition map. We want the let me see if we can find it. The Ceratosaurus, if that is how it's pronounced. So we're going to go there. We need to find
Good. Your first expedition team is out.
all the
They'll
DNA we
bring back
can
what they
on
find
that.
to the fossil center for extraction.
Okay. Right, so that's out doing whatever it. When the helicopter's not here, it's obviously out and about. It's not very nice here at the
Job
moment.
simple, really. Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities.
Built that too
Raise in
close.
capital,
Nice.
money, huh? Which means you can
Yep.
do more research to build better
Right,
facilities
so
and
we-
create more dinosaurs, and there you go. Circle
Can
of
we
life,
remove?
development
Oh,
and
no.
resources, nature and
Right.
commerce.
Okay.
Okay?
Instead,
Simple.
we're going to need to build a ranger team to look after this and also maintain the animals' welfare as they do the drugs. So let's quickly just change the location of this here. Let's get rid of this one. How do I delete a gate? Oh, demolish. Let's do it. That will replace it with a fence. They're not complete nasty people. Right, so we're going to put our little viewing tower right here, and we're going to link it up to the paths. Now this will require a substation. How do we put a bend on here? That would be kind of nice to... spacebar. So pressing the spacebar will make it naturally curve to where we want it to, and then you just toggle it on and off, which it does stay at the bottom, so always read the bottom left of the screen. Right, so we're going to need a substation, but also, so we go to power, we create a substation. Now there is a bigger area where like the power can go. All these circles is where the power will reach to different places. So this one we're going to put as close to the edge of that circle as possible, because I want to put some shops in and stuff, and we're just going to link it up. There we go, we have power. We have got to be careful though.
So you've got dinosaurs your guests want to get up close and personal with. The thing is,
So
they can't.
we are viewing.
Construct facilities to increase visibility and keep visitors the right side of the safety glass.
Okay, so we can start getting people
You
into
should
the park
extract
now.
genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center.
Okay.
That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
Right. He's back.
This is Lambert.
Use
head of
expedition
security.
on a carnivore fossil. We can do that because we're actually in the process of looking for a carnivore. We need some more, which there isn't none. Oh, great. There wouldn't be, would there? Oh, yes, there is. There's the blue ones are the ones we've already visited. So off that goes. Bye-bye. Now this is our fossil center, and basically we can sell the ones that are useless, but the more genome or DNA we have for that particular fossil or dinosaur.
We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire.
Hang on,
Less
there it is.
complicated.
View fossils.
Anyway,
So
nice
these
to meet
ones are for the Struthiomimus, which we currently have 2 of, but as you can see here, 65% genome. Now the more we extract, the better the genome's going to be. So let's go ahead. These do cost to do it, but we've got some Triceratops here, which is, if we get enough of it, will let us have it. We've got some Ceratosaurus, so we're going to extract cell fossil. Now these, no, or extract it. Why? that one we could sell. But these, I'm gonna. Oh, I can't afford the extraction. 10,000. But I can sell it if I want to. I'm just gonna hang on to that because I don't want to. So at the moment we have not a lot of money. Oh, yes we do. We're gonna buy that. Why can I buy that? It's only 10,000. Ah, there we go. Maybe there was just a slot that we needed to free up. Awesome. Right, so now we've got people in our park. A lot of these are workers. A lot of them are coming to see what we're doing. We are gonna need rangers. And like I said, the rangers are... I'm going to try and segregate this so I can have a really nice looking park. But you want rangers and your transport teams, or your helicopter crew, quite close to the dinosaurs. Because they're going to need to get there if they get sick. They're going to need to tranquilise them or add the medication to their dart guns. Which we've also got to keep up on top of with our research team. And also the helicopters can trank them so you can move them, or if you've got an escaped. We completed that one. Lovely. Brilliant. We completed that one.
I was expecting no less.
Let's go for... There we go. Mission for security, acquire 50% genome of the Montosauros. We'll do that. I don't know if we've got that at the moment. Some of them you'll find that you won't be able to find a certain fossil, but you'll have to obviously work through it and then keep an eye on that.
As you can imagine, the animals in the various facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. But I refuse to underestimate their capabilities.
Right, so this is a research centre where obviously we do the research. We can research new gates, new facilities, also the fossils, what we can look for, genetic research, which is, like what I said, with colds, flus and stuff like that. We need to make sure we've got as many of these as possible, because if one falls ill... Okay, I'm trying to talk. Rude, George Lambert. But yeah, we need to keep up on top of all these. So if one falls ill, they obviously infect the next one along. So we need to treat them as quickly as possible. So I'm actually going to start a research on one of these and work my way through. How many can I have at one time? Right, obviously that's an upgrade as well. Which we can do to the research centre later. For now, we'll just start slow, and off we go. Right, power plant.
Power is something we simply cannot ignore when it comes to
If this goes down, let's talk. Let's listen to Owen. Owen's smart. Right, so if power goes down because of sabotage or too many things running on one power plant, it can fail, which can also lead to a lot of problems in the park. So I'm going to buy a secondary. If we can fit one in here, that'd be brilliant. If not, oh, here we go, we've got a new genome. Building restrictions. Right, we can't build near. So what we're going to do is we're going to build it. I'm going to try and keep this the area mainly. That goes back quite a way. We'll stick it here somewhere. I'm going to keep this as the area, which is like the park running. And then keep the shops for the shops. But I'm going to link this one up straight to there, as it's a backup. There we go. We are connected now, but now we need to put a path in here if we haven't built it too close. If not, you can build to it. So we're going to build a little bit in there, make it all nice and neat, and hit that space bar to make a curve. So yeah, if you can't go directly from, have a play around like that. That's going to really annoy me. But what we're going to do, add a little bit on there, and then join it like that. I am quite particular. I like things being a certain way. Delete will bring up demolish mode, so let's hit that, and that should take that in bit off. So we've got a nice running, flowing path to the second power station, which is a very good investment. Now, I'm thinking we're going to need a few more dinos. To get money, we're going to need to make this as good as possible for our visitors, and we've got no shops. We've got nothing. We've got 2 Struthiomimuses, which let's try and up that to 4 because they're quite cheap. So we're going to hatch a couple more. Now they're not great at drawing in the customers, but they're going to be alright for now. And we've got a ranger crew. Dispense one? No, we don't. Alright, so our ranger crew is there. You can take control of these buggies, but how do we do it? Let me have a look. Oh, drive vehicle. There we go. And I think they've added in the damage as well. Look at this. This is our land. It's our dino park. There we go. We are in, and we can medicate or flare, which is a distraction, I think. Lots changed, but we can, for now. I don't know. I thought I pressed C. Oh, they take photos. Yes, that's right. So we're going to take a photo. Not a very good one. That's probably not going to cost nothing. We're going to discard that. And some of the objectives is to take a photo. There you are, that's a better one. If it's closer, you'll get money for it. And if we come out of those, that car, the music,
Let's not argue over the small
and a total of at least 10,000 profit from guest facilities in the park. This is where we're going to need to get some buildings. So, oh, the Struthiomimuses are done. Let's launch those as quickly as possible, and they shall bring us a little income in. Right, so that's good. Are we going to need another feeder? That's 8 out of 10. So when that's low, that should come up as a problem in your park, and then you send your ranger out to replenish the food. Ah, look, they're talking. Here they are. They're happy. They're little packs. Yes, we like them. Right, our fossils back. Let's have a quick look. We've got a couple more of these. We're going to have to build an enclosure for this Ceratosaurus. I keep saying it. It's Ceratosaurus. Ceratosaurus. It sounds something like that, hopefully. So yeah, but that will come in a little while. We're not going to rush in and build one of these, purely because we need better enclosures with electric fences. We do not want them getting out. If they do break out, like I said, we're going to need the helicopter crew, so that's something we should build now. I'm going to change the location of our research centre as well, because I'd like shops up there. Operations, we need an ACU, which is our helicopter, which is super handy. Let's try and neaten that edge up. Oh, I wish there was a fine tune. I had the same problem on the PlayStation. There was something I wanted just that smidgen in. I can get it. But close is close. Okay, we're going to link this up. And now we've got a helicopter, we've got our rangers, and we've got backup power supply, and also our whole research thing. Everything's good. I want this to be shops though. So, have I got enough to demolish, or should I wait? Research center, let's have a look. I'd like to do it all properly first. Maybe constructed. But then how much is it? We don't know. So we're going to leave them for now. Because I can't remember if we'll have enough money to get them back or if we'll have to wipe everything. But for now we're going to put some shops and stuff, so I guess I'm going to be a little bit more happy. Shelters as well. I'm going to leave that for now because we haven't got anything majorly disastrous. So let's put in some nice little shops. Where should we put them? We'll put them along this little stretch for now. See if we can get a couple more. So we've got fast food. All of these we're going to go through and make our profit margin, which was one of the contracts. Which one was the contracts? Management? Nope. I think it was control room. Island navigation. Expedition map, which is showing you where you're gathering your fossils. They're the fossils that you got, so you can access everything through here. It's a quick link. And then on the management page, you've got your missions. Just in case you forget, acquire 50% genome for that one. We haven't even started looking for that, I don't think, at the moment. And 50% genome for the Ceratosaurus. So we can continue doing that. Where's the other one that we had? Ooh. I thought we had one for £10,000. I'm not sure. Oh yes, we did. Down at the bottom, profit from guest facilities, £10,000. As you can see, we're right down at the bottom there. It's not very profitable. We can change that though. So, on these, we're selling a lunchbox, and we're buying it for £4. We're selling it for £6. And that's not too great. So you can have little trinkets, or you can go for the big ones like night vision goggles. I'm going to stick for the middle. So, but I'm not selling that for £6. I'm going to make double the profit. So I'm going to put this up to £20 or $20. One staff, because staff cost more money, and at the moment we're trying to just boost it up a little bit. Right, and now the fast food. All the research on the electric fence is done. We are going to do the dino dish for £6, but I'm going to sell that for £12. I'm always going to stick it so I'm earning double. Same as well, keep the staff down at the moment. We can increase it when we start getting big dinos in, but for now there's no point. Now I've had a little thought. Instead of making another one of these and another paddock, why don't we just adapt this one? Can we adapt this one? So I think we could. I'm not going to really want to stick these guys in. Let's try and shorten this one down. So what I'm thinking is try and segregate this with 2 gates. So it's just enough. Build cost. Have we got no money? What? No, I built that too. I built that in a silly place. So let's build the gate somewhere else. Potentially there if we can. That's not going to work, is it? Nope. Okay, we're going to stick that there. Delete that one. And see if we can do this 2 gates into one. That would have been nice having the entrance there. Let's try it. Let's go for it. So, at the moment, we're going to... Oh, it's because of that. No, what have I done? I've messed up. No. I'm going to delete that bit, but be very quick in replacing it. And I am going to take that from here. Now, I want 2 gates. If this is going to work, I don't know if it is. In my head, it works. Right. Maybe. I don't know if that's the neatest it could be, but that'll do for now. That will do. I'm quite happy with that, actually. Now, I want these guys segregated. So we're going to put that all the way across, as this is a very, very big paddock. Is that all the way across? Yes. Right, so hopefully, let's check our map view. How do we do that? Hopefully I've got all... Oh yeah, how many have I got on there? 4.
Dr. Dua,
That's perfect.
this is our new
Extract new
director
DNA
of
fossil center
operations.
including dinosaur genome and list 50.
I'm Dr.
Okay.
Dua. I run the
Right,
science
so
division
all of our
of
dinosaurs are on here, our herbivores.
You're
This
going to
bit,
need to build your reputation in
we'll
the
see if we
science
can put a
division. Not easy
or
with
enough
me
space
around
for a
here, but you're
Creatoris or something.
That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
Okay. So, gate in there.
Yes.
Put a gate in here.
Well, the first mistake is usually the most serious one. And where did this all begin?
Oh, that would be
Other than
nice.
prehistoric DNA?
Too
Just saying.
expensive.
More warning.
I've got no money. Need to wait for that to rack up. I'm thinking another gate there. Double this up with an electric fence for the Creatoris. Maybe that's enough space. I don't know. Or swap them over. I don't know. We're going to have to play around with this. But it's just an idea. 2 gates. Lock that one, which you can open. Let the dinosaurs through. It might work. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it might do that. Right, we're going to flatten this land. So, let me explain how. We're going onto the little tree, the landscaping, and on there you've got the hillside thing. One is smooth, one is flatten. So you want to go to the bit that you want to flatten to, drag it across, and just wipe it around everything you don't want. It will smooth everything down to the level that you selected at the start. Okay? La da da, and then run over with the smoother. It's just going to take all them little rough edges out of where the land is a little bit different in places. Right, so this bit is really nice. We're happy with that. I'm just hoping that's enough space for our new friend, possibly. And yes, yeah. The rangers will be able to go through here and through each paddock and top up the feeders when they need topping up. We're going to need a little spectators tower here, but our money is a little bit scarily low at the moment. It's very low, but it's going up. That's a positive. So we're just going to have to wait it out and hope people like our park. Right. There's not a lot of people in our park though. Put a Velociraptor in there. Bah. Massive fan of Velociraptors. I cannot wait for Dominion to come out, and also number 2 of this coming out next month, I hope. But like I said, I'll probably leave that until it drops down in price a little, because I call me old-fashioned, but price of the games are just going up. And even though they're great, give it a month, they'll knock 20% off. Guarantee it. They want people to play. We're close to that one. What one are we close to? The genome. That money would be handy. We need another one. So what one is it for? I don't know. Let's see what one we're close to getting if we can. I wouldn't be on that, wouldn't it? Silly. That's in our expedition centre. This should tell us we went for that last time. Partially depleted, insufficient funds. Give me money. Don't want to sell anything. Not yet. So when we are going up. We're 14 grand in profit, which is poo. But I don't want to sell anything. We're doing alright. We're just going to wait a little bit. See it through. Maybe, while we're waiting, go take a few photos. I'll show you the helicopter first, actually, which is quite fun to do. So, pilot a helicopter, and you can take off with spacebar to check that. Whoop. And we can go dart something. We're not going to, because I don't know if that'll upset him. But what we could do later on is we can get out and we can look for the problems. Ooh, are they not happy with me? Let's get out of here. I think we're upsetting them. Maybe they don't like it. But yeah, that's what you can do if you've got out of captivity little dinos or something. Oh, there we go. We've got 83, which is enough to find fossils, and then that should, if it's the right dinosaur.
Making the most of any downtime. You know,
I'm hoping this is the one we got the gene on. Alright, I'm trying. Alright, hopefully that can complete that genome mission. Possibly. I'm just thinking why the Motosaurus bar is exactly the same as the increase in new genome 2. Maybe the same. We'll find out after this one. Hopefully. Make sure we haven't upset these guys by making their paddock smaller. They all seem happy. They're good. Which is good. We just need more, but we gotta wait for the money. That is the thing. When you start spending, you're gonna have to wait for it to build up. Running costs are 38, income is 70, so we're getting goodish income from our shops. Obviously, if we had more of them, we'd be a lot more happier. Research centre has finished our electrical fences. So yeah, it's just the waiting game. We don't have money. As soon as we start getting in the meat eaters, that will obviously make our park full of people. What's this? Construct guest shelters to increase shelter coverage to 10%. We could possibly do that.
Okay, that might be hyperbole.
How much were they?
No harm in checking it out.
Right, DDD guest shelters 250,000. We can't do that. We haven't got the money. Let's see what our fossil expedition crew come back with. They might have some random materials that we can sell. Hopefully. But yeah. It's a good little start. Oh, they're coming back. This is one big area. That's what I tried to think about. Instead of having loads in there, segregate it. That bit from there to there cost next to nothing. If they can survive next to each other, I'm pretty sure they can. We're just going to have to, well, either swap them. I don't know. We're gonna. It's all trial and error. Where's my fossils? Ah, there we go. We can sell that for 120. That's good. Let's get this. I think that was for the other one. Excuse me. We got a bit of money. We got a bit of money. What is on our engine database? So on these you can go through, see the dinosaurs. This is a new one that we can create. Tells you everything you need to know about it. I really hope they carry this over to number 2, which I'm pretty sure they will because they've created a masterpiece on this one. We can check dig sites as well, what we're extracting. Tell you a bit about the location. It's an amazing game. We have got new medical treatment available, which I think we're gonna. That's a lot of our money though. Now we've researched into the flu strands and things, we now need to make the medication. Ooh. And we can build a clothes shop, but it costs 200. Some things I'm looking at are a little bit different than the last time I played it. A little bit different. Same principle, but some things are a little bit, I don't know. I knew there was a massive update on this, and that must be what it is. How much will I get for doing this shelter? 150. So I spend 250. It's all about the money. How's our planter doing? Or a feeder, sorry. Usage low. That's lasted quite well, really. I'm hoping they're eating. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do need to put another gate in there. Oh, this is good. I think on the PlayStation I got quite far. I didn't complete the whole thing. I think I unlocked the sandbox mode, which went it's quite far in. I think you unlock that, and the gyrospheres I unlocked, which are great fun. But I'd done no additional DLC like Dr. Wu's and the original Jurassic Park. I didn't do those. I had to go at the Claire's missions. Excuse me. But there'll be things as well. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a sale on them soon, as also when this new one comes out. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled and we'll play through the whole lot. I don't mind that at all. Right, have we got 250,000? No. Should we take a punt? How much is one of these Creatauruses? Incubate dinosaur. How much is that? Oh my god, 550,000. We need loads more money. Didn't realise it was going to be that much. But we are going up very slowly. What should we do to increase that? We could build more shops. I'm pretty set on doing this mission. Increase shelter coverage to 10%. I'm pretty sure one at the moment will do that, and then we get 150, which we can reinvest into some more shops, or possibly an arcade if we have it. Let's see if we've got. Oh, we've got restrooms now. Did we have restrooms before? I'm not sure. Right. So we can build a hotel, which we're not ready for a hotel just yet. The rest we have to do the research on. Operations as well. We are pretty good. We don't need another ACU. Storm defences. I think this island's pretty safe. That will basically protect a lot of your structures from storm damage, rain damage, all that kind of things. Very handy to have. Science Centre, Innovation Centre, and Security Centre. They sound new to me. Ooh, we got trees. Did we have trees last time I played? I don't know. Don't know. 214, so we're nearly there. Let's get our rangers out. Let's go take a little picture. That'll bump us up a little bit. Out the way! Coming through. Don't crash. Oh yeah, they do take damage now. It's 100% condition. Where are you, Dan? Ooh, hello. That's getting low. F. That's a nice photo. Oh, it's worth a few quid. Ah, it's 50. I don't know if I want to do it yet. How low is it? 7 mins. No, that's alright. I don't want to top it up just yet. I want to get this shelter done. And we are going to stick our shelter around about here, I would have thought. I'm going to move these substations. Try and hide it all so I can have a nice row of shops there. Let's do that now. That don't cost. I'm going to need a substation there, I think, to power these ones. Let's do it. So substation. I think we get some money back for demolishing things. I'm not too sure. But I like everything just neat. Right, substation. No power. Okay. We'll sort it. So now we can delete. We're gonna put a little viewing tower in there as well. So I really want all these ones out of the way, so I'm going to run, for now, that to there, and that to there, and then we're going to delete this one, okay, oh, and that, right, that should be alright. But I think I didn't even check. Make sure that reaches the ham. Just in there. The Hammond Creation Lab. That was lucky. So now we've got a bit more space here to play around with. I'm going to lead a nice path through here so I can have a nice viewing tower. We're nearly ready for a shelter. Things are looking good. We haven't got many dinos, and that's what people pay megabucks to come see. But we will have. We will have some mega dinos, I promise you. We just need to look into getting the money. So let's get ready to buy our shelter, which is too expensive. It's just a hole in the floor, innit? And let's build that. I want a shop there. Possibly want another shop there if I could. And I want a shop there. I don't know where I want this. Should we put this here? Oh, I don't know. Let's put it here. So it's out of the way. It's not too far away. Turn around. Silly camera. That's no, we can't put it there because it's on a really dodgy. Oh god. Let's put it there. It's out of the way. We can change this later. For now, we're just getting the basics of the game, and hopefully that spreads 10% to all these. Coverage? It's gotta be. Come on, man. Right, how's the feeder doing? That was a bit of a difficult choice to make, really. It's 5 out of 10, so it's still got loads left. I like to keep my dinos stocked up. I don't want them ever running low because that'll make them angry. They get frustrated. The same with water as well. If you haven't got enough water for them to drink, they'll die, or they're going to absolutely wreak havoc in your park. So look after your dinos. Number 1. Right, so we should. Yes, there we go. We completed that one. Bolt holes. Okay, so we have earned a total of 10,000 profit for guest facilities in the park. We're working on that. Extract new DNA in the fossil center to increase dino genome to at least 50%. So, let's have a look. I need to know what I've got. And the only way to do that, I think, is on here. So we go to incubate dinosaur. It's telling us that's the one we need. So that's the one we're going to work on. Edmontosaurus. We're going to get you. Now these like to be in packs as well. And so do the Triceratops. Not too many. 2 or 3 of those. Just to keep them happy. And they will... like their population is quite high as well. Same with these guys. We're gonna go along and look for some more of those, so we can get a couple of those in our little paddock. They'll be quite a good little income. Right, so over to the expedition. Did we get fossils? No, I just looked at the fossil map. So off to the expedition center. We're gonna send them over to look for. Now there's a chance of 3 in this one. If you're looking for a specific one, you're going to want to have a look like that and see if it's just that. That way you know you're going to get 100% of that coming back to extract. So that's where we're going to send our little helicopter now. 130,000. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. What was I going to do? Shops. We've got one of them. We've got one of them. Let's do a research into the shops. Buildings available. Let's get a clothes one. I can't even. No, I can't. That's too much. I'm thinking we should focus more on dinosaurs at the moment, and then pick up the shops because we haven't got a lot going on. We've got 4 little Struthiomimuses who are struggling to inhabit all this land that I've given them, and then we'll get them here in there. But these guys first. Let's try and smooth this land a little bit down. It can rack up quite a big cost, landscaping, so be careful. We're going to flatten to this bit. Not too much, I don't want to ruin it totally. Just make all my fences level, so it all looks pretty. Let's go around here. This will raise it up, obviously, and they can all be. We'll leave that like that for now and just smooth it down a little bit. I want my guests to know that I'm taking care of this place. I don't want it all rough and ready. No, they are being well looked after in my smoothy hilly land. We've got a texture pack in there as well, so you can change the radius and obviously change the texture and what you want. So if you don't want it green, go for something a little bit darker. Or concrete. Oh, that I think. No, we've got a couple more. But that's doing really well. Whether or not that changed, I don't know. Form successful to the Lance formation. That sounds an easy one. The Lance formation. They've just got back, so we're gonna see if we can do that one quickly. Hell Creek Lance formation. Let's do it. That's a quick and easy one. How much will that bring us in? Ooh, 125,000, and we're gonna get the Dino DNA. Let's see what we bought back. Maybe there's some that we can sell, like that one. That gets us $100,000. Let's sell it. And we go work on these. That might bump up the genome too, so we can complete possibly this one. Yeah, increase the new genome to 50%, so that will take that one as well. We're cracking through these. We're doing really good. Just make sure when you start you know what you're doing, in the sense of you need dinosaurs. It is a Jurassic Park. I don't want to go and just buy a t-shirt and then go all the way home. These people have travelled all around the globe to get here. Here we go. Completed. DNA is the key.
Next, you'll need to incubate the
100,000.
animal in a Hammond
Thank you.
creation laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure.
Okay.
You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island.
We got an ACU. Yep, sweet. So that's the second part.
See, this is what we need more of around here. You see an opportunity and you seize it. Cheers.
Lovely. Right, so we have done no, we're working on one for him. We're going to do another one for entertainment at the moment. I did select a contract. You can select these main
I
contracts.
got one for you.
Increase in profit earned for these attractions. That should be alright. $500 profit. I think we've already done that. Well, it's not a million miles away. We're not too far away from guest facilities. So, we need to build a gate. Yes, damn it. Tell you what we're going to do. Because these guys like a lot of land. I remember they like a lot of land. We're going to let them have this bit. God damn it. We are going to let them have it. And then, later on, we'll separate them. And use one into two. But for now, we're just going to stick it. Alright, so hatching bay, incubate dinosaurs, and we're going to incubate 2 if we can. Now they might fail,
That's impressive work.
and if they fail you lose that money. So it's a risk. But you can add, on the back here, upgrade slots, incubation speed, success rate. These are all things that you can get done via the research centre. It is worth doing success rate big time, because when you start getting big dinosaurs and you start modding them, they become stupid money, especially if you put your own skins on. So it's worth getting researching the incubation success rate. Speed, what's waiting, just making money anyway. Oh, I think I need 4 of these guys, if I remember rightly. We need another viewing tower as well. Should we build one? Have we got can't even say it. We can build one. So that's that coverage. We could do this side as well, which would be quite handy actually, because if we're segregating this later, at least we can oh, hang on, Kirby. Yeah, if we're segregating it later, we can always use that for our meat eaters. Right, that'll do. We do need substation over there. Hopefully our power plants haven't had enough. Actually, that'd be quite handy if I just put that one there, wouldn't it? Possibly. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just put that one there. Get rid of that one. Demolish. No, not that. This. Delete it. Okay. Now they're without power for a minute, but we're going to solve that right now. We're just going to run this here. That there. Then they're back on. Awesome. We haven't got anything going on over here. Ah, but we will have. Release the dinosaur! Let's watch their little movie. The first one we'll always watch the movie just to see what they look like. So you can see it close up. Can't believe the amount of detail they've put into this game. It's insane. There you go. Right, we're gonna comfort's good, social. So 2 or 3 of these, and they're gonna love our land. The land that we put them in. Good job. We opened it back up. Let's hurry up and get the other one out here. just so it keeps it company. Ah, get off there. Off. Get back. Right, come out. And that is that. I'm probably going to have to put another feeder in here because I do want to get some Triceratops and some biggie things. So, have we got enough? Because that one is nearly out. They're going to go get water and like bed themselves into their home. Bless them. Okay, enclosures. Have we got anything for them? No, that's... How much money is that? Oh, 150. We're not too far off, but like I said, more dinosaurs we get in, more viewing platforms, more people are going to come. So then our income and everything is going to boost. It's having that happy balance. There's my profit per minute. So we're already halfway towards £10,000 from guest facilities, and also from 100 up to 300 profit per minute from guests. That means we're getting more people in, and they're buying more. So I wouldn't mind putting this down when I can, in front of this one, so then they can watch these guys eating. Look at them. Look at them all. How nice is that? All having a little sip. Sip of their water. That's contaminated with dino poop. There we go. Now, obviously when that one runs low, we'll have the money, hopefully, to replenish it.
Now this contract is perfect for improving the security division.
Use the range team's camera to take photo that you can... we haven't got two of them. I'm gonna decline that for now because we haven't got two of them. We ain't even got one. That might open us up for another security. They can get funny if you turn them down, but like I said, in this main first one, it doesn't really matter. It's a playground. It just wants you to learn the game. What did we get? View fossils. More Triceratops, so we can get a couple of these now. They are a bit more expensive, I think, but they like to be in twos. Are you happy? Yes, you're happy. I thought you were running and you're angry. Yeah, the population is... They've got a big population gap as well. Social side, they can have loads of their own, same as the Struthiomimus. And we're doing well. This is good. They're going to bring us in a good income. Can we find out? 16 rating. Yeah. There's loads. You're going to have to sit here and just have a little play around with each sub-menu, because it will tell you something on every single menu. It's great. There's so much detail. And look, we can already see there is more people in our park. Happy about that. Very happy. And our money's slowly going up, but we're getting better. So, I think that's going to do our first episode. So for now, we're going to keep it running. We're going to improve the facilities that we've got. Obviously get that shop. That's $200,000 for that. But bit by bit we're going to get there. Get some more fossils as well, and get a couple more dinos in the park. So, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a subscribe, and also hit that notification tab so you don't miss another episode. There will be a few of these, because I've got loads to do, loads of different islands to do it on. So, thanks for watching. Until next time, see you all later.